Hi everybody, my name is David. I'm a KOK Play Frontier from the Genesis group. Just want to give you guys a market update. Now, Bitcoin is, I guess, weaker than what I thought it was in the previous video. But like I said, for me personally, it was definitely not a buying opportunity, right? I said I wouldn't buy. If anything, if Bitcoin went higher, as it went higher, I would just be selling off. Even though I already sold off some positions, which I'm glad I did. And the way I look at it is, if you look at this picture, later I'm gonna screenshot that. But what you see here, you see where bottom is. You see over here, right, where Bitcoin originally got rejected. Okay. You see those wicks and then it went up. Like here, you see the wick and it went down. That's where Bitcoin right now is finding support. Is that a surprise? No. Now, in my opinion, Bitcoin is going to do one of two things. It broke this line here, okay? And so what Bitcoin can do is Bitcoin is going to later move back up to retest this line, and it's probably just going to get rejected and move further down. You can do that, or you got a little, or a little wick and then start breaking down some more. So, or it could just continue to move down. And that's personally just what I think is going to happen. So, because here in the last video, I say if I looked at the weekly looks like Bitcoin's going to be moving down. And that's what we see. If you look at the monthly, normally the longer indicators are stronger than the shorter indicators, Bitcoin looked good on the monthly, but on the weekly, it didn't. And so, it is what it is for Bitcoin. And you remember I said, if you look at KOK, because KOK's price action was so weak when Bitcoin had its pump, KOK almost retested its all-time bottom. Look, you had a wick that went down to 8 cents, 0.31, right? Or 37. 8 cents, 0.37. Its all-time bottom is 8 cents, 0.13. 8 cents, 0.13 was its all-time bottom. You already had a wick that went down to 8 cents, 0.37. And all Bitcoin did, it just moved down like, whatever, look at it, it says 4.3%. So imagine if Bitcoin shoots down to like $17,000 in the next couple weeks, or even whatever, or has all-time lows of going under 15,000. What do you think is going to happen to KOK? I would imagine it's going to be well over 8.13 cents, right? 8.13 cents. It'll be like under 5, under 4, under 3 cents. I would imagine it'll be under 5, maybe, or it's like that, under 6, 5, 4 cents. If Bitcoin is going back towards its all-time bottoms, or if it breaks new bottoms, KOK is going like 4.32 cents, like that. And so, I rather just tell everyone in the KOK family like honest price predictions than give you, crackhead dreams, right? Is this, I tell y'all what I honestly do, what I honestly think will happen. And, that's really what Lady KOK Play asked me to do from the very beginning. And look how things are playing out. Right? So, yeah, remember though, I'm not your financial advisor. I'm not telling you what to do. I am telling you what I do sometimes, or what I'm doing, or what I think will happen. I give y'all reasons why. And look, already big KOK's almost hit its all-time lows after Bitcoin had this huge run up, and then it just drops like 4%. So it doesn't look good for KOK because right now it's not looking good for Bitcoin. Really, when I look at Bitcoin, I see this, right? Look at this. Every time Bitcoin breaks its line, it's hitting new lows. Okay, well, except this time. But here, new lows. And pretty much, Bitcoin's about to break that line again. Right? You hear this, you see that. What I do expect is you see how on the, you see in 2015, you see the green line crosses down, the yellow line crosses above, and then Bitcoin sinks back down in 2015. That's really what I think is going to happen. Something like that's what's going to happen in 2023. That's really what I personally think. We might see a situation like this. Okay? Right now, some people are angry, depressed. It might even be worse than this, okay? I shouldn't even show that because I think it might even be worse. And what that is this. This is the market psychology, right? Right now, I was thinking we are, in denial or panic. Maybe panic was that FTX drop. But we might even have a Binance drop that might bring anger into the market. Drop like that. That's why if you see this, you just saw that here. You understand? But what we should really worry about is right here. So notice the yellow line never went under the red, but we're about to have a death cross. And I think the red is like the 200 weekly moving average, and the yellow line is like the 50 weekly moving average, and we're about to hit a death cross for the first time. Okay? That never happened before. That can be very powerful. You're about to have a death cross on the weekly, but a golden cross on the daily. But in my opinion, the weekly, the long term, is always, it tends to be stronger than the short term. And so, yeah, it doesn't look all that good for Bitcoin right now. It doesn't look good for the market. Okay, what that is like right here. You have, this is weekly candles. You had 3 touches. Remember, just like Steve from Crypto Crew University. Bitcoin breaks above, and then about, whatever, you wait once the red candle, first red candle prints, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. After 6 weeks, about a month and a half, boom, right? You broke under that yellow line. Well, we have the same scenario or similar, because remember, history never repeats itself exactly the same, but they tend to rhyme, right? We printed the first red candle. That was last week. That's in February. So towards, sometime in March or April, you're going to see Bitcoin go under the yellow line, right? And that's if, it just follows a trend, right? And so if that's the case, yeah, KOK's going to get smashed. But I think, I really hope Mr. Choi and them, they are preparing for at least a 1 cent KOK. In the worst case scenario, less than 1 cent. Like a 0.7, 0.6 of a cent KOK. I hope they're prepared for that type of, even less, to be safer than sorry. But I hope they're preparing for KOK to go under 1 cent in the worst case scenario, to make sure that this project survives and lasts through the bear market. and like that. If if up top they're like, oh no, this is the bottom for KOK, and they're making plans and setting payment plans and all of that at a, you know, 8 cent KOK, this project's not going to last. It's not going to survive because it's going to go under, in my opinion. But Mr. Choi and them are prepared to, where they expect KOK coins to go, like to 1 cent and even lower in worst case situation. Then it's gonna, and they're setting their payment plans and everything and setting everything according to survive that. And where it'll be under 1 cent for months, like 3, 4, 5 months, like that. If they're that prepared, then yeah, KOK coin will survive. And then on the next bull run, I don't think, unless they do something spectacular, I don't see KOK coin breaking the previous $7 high. But they work on projects and continue what they're doing. It'll go into, in the dollars. So that's just me being honest, So I hope that's what Mr. Choi and them are preparing for. Because I see BTC going lower, and because of KOK coins, weak price actions in this run. I mean, come on, like look at Ethereum's run. Yeah, Bitcoin went down, Ethereum's down 6%, but it was at $1,150, right? Is that $1,500? It's not anywhere near its all-time bottoms of $1,071, right? Look at BNB. Look at that wonderful run from $220, right? Yeah, it dropped 4%, but nowhere near its all-time bottoms. You get what I'm saying? Look at SHIB. I mean, this is ridiculous, right? Nowhere near its all-time bottoms, right? But look at KOK coin. What run up? It didn't have a run up. And then Bitcoin drops and KOK coin almost hit its all-time bottom. So imagine when Bitcoin starts getting dragged down to its previous all-time bottoms or breaks its all-time bottoms. What's going to happen to KOK coin? So, that's my reasoning behind it. And once again, I'm a vet. I've been through the past bear markets where I've been able to, say what I say and things play out the way it plays out, which is very close to what I say. And so that's just what I see. That's what I see. I see it in the charts. I see it in the past charts. And it's unfortunate. But I'm glad I sold off a good portion of positions, because as Bitcoin goes down, man, and what I did I had Binance stable coins. I traded them all for Tether. That's what I did, and I put in buy orders. So see how that plays out. But that's what I'm doing, and I put in buy orders already down to like 10,000. And if they don't hit, they don't hit. I'm cool. I don't, it doesn't matter to me. I told y'all I'm gonna wait till next year when the halving happens, and when the halving happens, then whatever prices that don't hit, I'll get rid of those pre-orders and then just go into Bitcoin. That's my game plan, And I still have some left over where I didn't put in any buy orders in case it even goes under 10,000. See how it goes. But that's it. That's how I'm playing it. Yeah, you guys, I recommend you just take whatever information you get from me and other people, and then you make whatever you think is the best decision. So that's it. Look, praying for all of you in Jesus' name. God bless all of you. Love you guys. I really do. I hope you're spiritually straight. Get right with Jesus. Get right with God by accepting Jesus as your Lord and Savior. And I think the economy is going to get worse. It will continue to get worse. And it is. So I've been saying this for years. So it's sad. When I think things will get better, I will honestly say it. But as of right now, I still think things will get worse before they get better. So, and it's not like I've been wrong about it. And yeah, I wish I had more good news than bad. I really do. But anyway, surround yourself with the right people. I would think it's better to prepare for worse times than not. Better safe than sorry, right? All right, everyone. Yeah. God bless all of you. In Jesus' name, and KOK.